Yo, what is up, YouTube? I am back with another video.
I don't know how you can stare at this, man.
Alright, so I should be uploading 3 videos for you guys today. I'm sorry I have been gone for a while. You know, schoolwork and shit. I still got a fucking assignment to do that I really don't feel like doing. I've been doing a lot. I've been, meditating more. I've been writing more lyrics, I've been, so I apologize, sometimes a student has to do what they do. Plus, I want to work on my career as well. Like I say that almost in every fucking video. But, you guys already know what's today. Valentine's, fuck all that. Listen, I'm not gonna be a hater, be one of those haters that say, oh, fuck Valentine's Day. It's just, I made a video a while back with my boy Joshua about like how Valentine's Day is just, honestly, it's just another day. You don't get a hold off from school. Shit, if Valentine's Day got you out of school, was that big of a holiday, it wouldn't be Valentine's Day. It would be Dick Down Day. I'm sorry. Most of everybody gonna get dick down today, so don't even listen. I'm not wearing a shirt because I just decided not to. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you the story about my scar. It's really not noticeable. See, it kind of is when I show it to you, but a lot of people ask me, especially people that meet me in person. It was like, oh, what happened? Usually I lie and say, oh, I was in a fight or a dog bit me. But I'm going to tell you guys the real diggity doll deal, the story, alright? Hold up. Alright, so, excuse me. And for those that know about, for those that are really close to me and that is in this story, I just want to say, this is no disrespect towards you or anything. I'm just telling my personal opinion about my view of the story. You understand? So, So alright. So it's basically alright. Okay. So I was in a relationship, right? I'm not gonna say no names, right? Okay. I'm gonna use this ginger ale and this Arizona, right? So I was with ginger ale. You feel me? We was in a relationship. Everybody felt like it was goals. I went to school with her, right? And the thing about our relationship is just it was a great relationship. I thought the shit was gonna last, honestly, right? And but the thing was, the relationship got to a point where she felt like, oh, the kind of guy that I am, not even because of my looks, but the type of guy that I am and the way that I speak to her, I really inspire her. You understand? So she felt like, oh, if we're to, she just not. Honestly, it was to a point where she felt like I can get any girl, and not just because the type of person that I am, right? So, excuse me. Now and then she would do this game with me. I hate when, I'm not gonna say girls. I used to say that. I hate when people do this in a relationship. I hate this. I really do. Alright, so it really grinds my gears, right? I should make a video called Pet Peeves or Grind My Gears or whatever, right? Because I have a whole list of shit that I get pissed off of. But what really pisses me off about a person, if I'm with you, if you love me, if I love you, and if you love me, and if you trust me, because there is no relationship without trust. I don't care. There is no relationship without trust. Link in the description below if you disagree with me, because I don't see, without trust, there's going to be overthinking and arguing all the damn time, and that's not healthy. I'm not saying in relationships y'all shouldn't argue. Yeah, y'all should once in a while and come to an agreement. Back to my story, right? So, I was with Ginger Ale, and Ginger Ale, she would mess around and act like she would want to break up with me. But I'm like the first time she would say she was joking, and I'm like, hee hee ha ha, I don't want you to really do that no more because I love you. Don't do that to me, And she did it again, and I felt for it. I took it seriously, and I was around my boys. You feel me? Alright, listen. I don't care, because YouTube comments, they can be fucking harsh, but I laugh at them, right? Fuck anybody who says any man is pussy to cry. Fuck anybody that says that. Real talk. Fuck everybody that say that. I don't give a fuck. I truly don't give a fuck about your opinion. Honestly, you know, what we would call it. I was at a local pizzeria that I used to chill at, right? I was with my boys, right? We eating pizza and shit. And then back then, yo, you guys know the app Kick? Oh my god. Yo, so we was using Kick at the time, right? And then she broke up with me, and then like we call my boy next to me, Jar, right? He was like, "Damn, you alright, bro?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm fine. I really don't give a fuck. You know, I got this other girl that cares about, like, that really deeply cares about me, and it's Arizona, right? I'm not saying the names, right? So, you know, that same day, I was like, you know what? Because she texted me and she said, what do you call it? Fuck. She was like, oh, have you ever felt like you didn't want to be in a relationship anymore? Right? So I'm like, she breaking up with me, whatever, right? So I let her go. You feel me? I was really hurt, yo. Like, you know, so I was like, it's alright. You can go by yourself, be by yourself. It don't matter. Fine. You know? So I'm really torn inside, and like, so, you know, I call Arizona up and I tell her everything, and like, she's just there for me. And like, honestly, when I was younger, I used to push into relationships too fast. Like, I was kind of, I wouldn't say, I guess, would I say desperate? I guess I was wanting love so much because it felt so good, you know? Have you been, you know, when you be in a relationship, it feels great, you know? It's kind of like, if you're happy, like, how would I say this? That's why so many people end up having unhealthy relationships, because they're not happy with themselves, and then when they find a relationship, they felt like the happiest person in the world. Then when y'all break up, y'all depressed as fuck, you know? Hey, I'm not putting you down. I felt the same way, right? So I called up Arizona, you know, I was, you know, telling my feelings and stuff, and like, we would call it, what's the word? I wasn't crying on the phone or nothing. I was just telling her how much I appreciate her and shit, right? And then, like, you know, like, I can't lie, I was quick to jump in conclusions. I was like, yo, you know, I like, want to be with you and all that type of stuff. Remind you, I was young. I was like around maybe 13, right? And then she was like, whoa, slow down. You know, we gonna breeze through this. And I'm like, alright. Right? So I was like, alright, no problem. I know she got my back, you know. I ain't bugging. You feel me? Right? So then push came to shove. You know, not Arizona, my bad. Ginger Ale, right? She texted me every day type of shit, right? So I'm like, nah, I don't really want to talk to you because I can't act like we friends right now. You understand? Like, we were gonna be goals, and then all of a sudden you want to keep on talking every day. On top of that, some other stuff, she was talking to some claim that she was talking to some other nigga, right? Alright, we're gonna get to my hand in a second, right? So I'm gonna try to skip on, right? So then I end up going back out with Ginger Ale, and then I was still talking to Arizona. So it was like, you know, Ginger Ale was my main and Arizona was my side, because then again, we wasn't like completely in a relationship, but we still talked to each other as if we was in a relationship. Like, we still, you know? And like, what's so sad though through this whole entire stuff, like, honestly, I'm truly, like, I'm a nice guy. Like, once you really personally know me and like talk about life with me, yo, I am down to earth type, the nicest guy people's ever met. You can ask anybody that, well, you guys probably not gonna be able to, but you know. And like, it was really torn me inside, and you know, we would call it, what's the word? So alright, so you know, on top of that, I only saw Ginger Ale at school. I never seen her outside of school. She never put in the effort to come and see me. At the time, I wasn't really going around her neighborhood like that, so I couldn't really, you know, I wasn't familiar with that, you know. So you know, I'm not really blaming her or me, because I could have went, and then again she could have went. But like in our relationship, you can kind of see it like not. It was nice. It really was nice, but it was no trust at all. It was no trust. Whenever I simply speak to a girl that is a friend of mine, it's an issue. You know, like, guys, if you're in a relationship and your girl overthinking about simple shit, it's not. If you want to deal with that shit, go ahead and deal with that shit, but it's not worth it. If she don't trust you, bro, it is not worth it. Same thing with your girl. Same thing with girls. I hate when guys is petty about that shit. Like, if a guy comment under your girl, like, if a guy comment under, you know, a girl photo, and you, wait, I'm trying not to make this confusing. Alright. If you're a girl, let's say I'm a girl, right? And if my boyfriend, what you call it? Let's say I'm a girl, right? I'm sorry. Let's say I'm a girl, right? And I post a pic on Instagram, right? And a guy said, oh, yo, you fine as fuck, babe. Hit me up in my DMs or some kind of random type of shit, right? He'll just go off in the comments at him. Listen, if you know that's your girl, chill the fuck out. That's your girl. At the end of the day, she coming to you. You feel me? Like, it's not that serious. Like, I've been caught a couple of times when I called somebody's girl, oh, bad or fine, and then they come at me. I'm like, yo, guys, like, bro, it's like, you know how you sound, like, okay, you protecting your girl, but it's like, okay, if that's your girl, it's all good, bro. It's not that serious. First of all, I didn't even know she had a girlfriend. I can understand if I know she had a girlfriend and I said it, but either way, like, you lashing out on me. Like, you looking childish as fuck, to be honest. If that's your girl, that's your girl. What you worrying about? They're just comments. You acting like I'm sticking my dick in her mouth. Like, relax. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So, you know, Ginger Ale, she was just being petty about what girl did I talk to? Who is this? Where are you going? Type of shit. Like, honestly, I kind of liked being babied, and like, kind of like, I like when a girl cares. That's really, I love when a girl supports and cares, but it's to a point where I couldn't talk to a girl that was a friend of mine, or I couldn't hang out with a First of all, especially if I know that girl way before I know my girlfriend, it doesn't even matter. You can't say, oh, you can't hang out with her, you can't speak to her. Fuck all that. Nigga, if I love you, I love you. I don't need to go through that shit. You don't need to be worried, but anyways, right? So, honestly, Ginger Ale, during the relationship, she started to kind of get me tight, you know? And it's like, she ruining friendships with me and my homegirls. Like, they just homegirls. Like, I never, you know, like, I don't want them. I'm with you. You understand? So, this is what led it up to, obviously, you guys get the point, I cheated. Supposedly. To me, I'm still not saying, technically, like, I did cheat. I'm not saying I didn't. I did cheat. Right? But to me, I don't feel like, and this is my fucking own opinion, so if anybody personally that knows the story disagrees, I don't care. I'm sorry. You know? But, alright, so one time I was in my house alone, you feel me? And I was speaking to Arizona. You know, I was texting Arizona on Kick and stuff. And like, she was like, she had a free crib too. Right? So I'm like, oh, I bet. You know, you feel me? Let me pull up. And then she was like, nah, don't do it. Yo, this and that and third. Yo, ask your mom. I did ask my mom. I was like, yo, can I hang out with my friend? And she was like, sure. So I pulled up, you feel me? Listen, I didn't do all that much. You know, it was a make out, right? We made out and shit. And, you know, and what you call it? Was it that day? I don't remember, but we made out and shit. And then I don't remember, but we basically made out, right? And then her cousin took a photo, so I'm like, watch, this photo is gonna turn on me. But you know my ass, I didn't really care. I couldn't really do anything to be taken. I can't be like, yo, delete it. Then they gonna think I'm hiding something. So I was like, fuck it. It don't matter. They don't know each other anyway. Right? But through the whole entire thing, I felt bad. Now, let's skip on. Since I'm like telling detail by detail, right? So, what do you call it? Alright, so when I was trying to be a good guy, I tried to tell Arizona about it. She lashed out on me Then I lied and said it was a joke. Then, it was during the winter. I forgot. Maybe. But it was around October, December-ish. And then, like, I officially told her, I'm like, yo, you know what I was saying earlier, how I'm back with Arizona, right? I mean, back with Ginger Ale, right? And then she was like, yeah. I was like, yo, it wasn't. I lied. I'm sorry. You know, fuck you, this and that, get out of my fucking life, da da da, you fucking jerk, you fucking played me, I can't believe you did this, Craig, you know better than this, da 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 da, da 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 da, right? So I'm like, when a girl yells at me, you know, and like when a girl's crying, like honestly, like, I don't care if you call me a bitch for this. At the end of the day, I don't get bitches, I get queens, alright? So you can call me a bitch, you can call me soft or whatever. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say. I'm gonna say what comes from me. You understand? And honestly, the thing about me, when niggas call me soft, or I remember back then that light skin, dark skin shit, niggas would be like, oh, how you either a dark or a brown skin acting like a light skin, right? Yo, fuck y'all. I don't fucking care. Just because I care for women doesn't mean I'm a bitch. Y'all stay calling. I'm sorry that I got over, because it gets me tight. Anyway, but you know, like honestly, it really hurts my heart when a woman cries. You understand? Like it really bothers me, especially if it's a girl that doesn't deserve the pain. You understand? So it really bothers me. And like with girls that like I really don't really care, it's kind of awkward, and I kind of just like sit there. But then again, you're sad, so. You know, no one doesn't want to be sad. Like, honestly, my worst enemy, if you know, sad. You sad. I kind of really don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that, like, nobody should be depressed and not learn from anything. You understand? So, now that I'm older, I kind of tell them, oh, try to learn from it and shit. But honestly, this is back when I was 13 or 14. One of those, right? So I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, yeah, I understand and shit. And the fact, like, I'm kind of weird because, like, the fact that I was so calm on the phone kind of bothered her. So she hung up on me. I didn't call back or say nothing, right? So I left her alone. She called back, yo, I'm not done. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, what happened? And she was like, nah, that's really fucked up, Kurt. This and that. So I'm like, fuck, right? So then she hung up on me again. Right, and then she called again. I didn't want to answer and shit, right? So, alright, so this is when it comes up to the scar, right? So, this is why I'm not saying any names, because honestly, I really care about Arizona, you understand? And like, I felt like she really didn't need to go through this pain, because how the type of person that she is, you know, understand? Listen, if Ginger Ale gets mad about it, honestly, yo, girl, listen. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest. Yeah, I know, it's kind of, oh, fuck, why would you say something like that? But honestly, I don't. Because this is why I'm telling it to YouTube, because, you feel me? It's over. You understand? This is the past. This is just a story to tell as I'm doing this. But Arizona, I apologize again, you know? So, alright, so, basically, you know, Arizona, she had a bad, you know, past and everything. And, like, I was aware. And like she didn't have this what's the word? She didn't have like a good friendship with her mom at the time. You understand? So then we would call it, I guess, what I can remember. If I'm telling the wrong story, Arizona, I apologize, because Arizona, she watched my videos. But basically, while she was crying and upset, her mom was calling her. And then she yelled what at her. And like, honestly, yo, listen, we from the hood. So, I don't know if y'all yell at your parents, but we don't fucking yell at our parents. So, especially if Hispanic and black, I don't know about any other race. Listen, I never lived around any other race but Hispanic and blacks, alright? So, I don't know. But if you yell at your mom, what? What is it? Boom! You gotta slap or anything. Chancleta. Chancleta to the face. Like, it's not a joke, right? So, you know, her mom decked the square in her face, in her nose, right? Okay, well, decked and squared is punch, if you guys don't know. right? So boom, right in her nose, right? So she sent a picture of it, of her nose and everything, and like she was like, it's so funny because like she's a really genuinely nice person. Like she really is a nice person, and then like it's just like her past, not anymore, not that I know of. Her past like really bothered her. So this is the first time. All right, so she texted me and she was like, she gonna kill herself, right? And then I'm like, yo, I'm not worth it. That's not right. Don't do that. Like, because this is the first time. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. This is the first time a girl ever said this to me. I am 13 years old, right? Because most of the time when I tell niggas this story, they're like, all right, I'm not done. I'm not done. By the way, my bad, right? So, oh my gosh, it's like 21 minutes. So basically, right? Fuck. Right, basically, I'm like, no, it's not worth it, this and that. So she didn't respond, so it got my mind going crazy, you feel me? So I'm in the hallway in the apartment, not in the apartment, but in the hallway, right? And then, if you guys know, it's in schools and stuff, like them thick ass glass with the wires through them, right? Those are wires. I did not know it was wires. Don't call me an idiot for that. I'm 13. How am I supposed to know them thick ass glass or wires, right? So, you feel me? Nothing was the same was on. You feel me? I punched the glass, right? So how I punched the glass, I didn't punch straight through the glass. I kind of like tapped it, but it was like a punch, right? So, my hand is busted open. Bust wide open. You feel me? But I didn't know. I didn't know at all until my friend told me. He was like, bro, this jar. Bro, your hand is busted open. I'm like, I forgot what he said. I'm like, what? And he was like, bro, your hand is I'm like, what you? Oh shit, my dumb ass. I took a picture. See, this is what's wrong with society today. I took a picture. I took a phone out of my back pocket. Took a picture of it. Luckily, it was a hospital right across the street. Right. So I was smart about my shit. I held this and I ran across the street to, I forgot the name of the fucking hospital, right? Yo, fuck that hospital, yo. If you was born from that hospital, I apologize. I'ma show it right now. Yo, these niggas left me in a hallway for a whole fucking day. They couldn't have a room for me. Like, for real. Like, y'all niggas is really like, come on, son. So, anyway, right? So, push come to shove. Arizona ended up visiting me and stuff. They still didn't know about it. Arizona visited me, right? And like she just felt like, I don't know what was going through her head. We never got to talk about it. And like I never asked her what went through her head about it, right? And damn, I'm fucked up. But I'm fucking 13. I don't give a fuck. Right? So they still didn't know about it. I'm kind of fucking confused my damn self because I told her about it, right? I told her about it. I don't really remember, yo, guys. Alright, so I told her about it and stuff, but then it kind of still went on, right? But that's a whole nother story, right? So I'm in the hospital, she's seeing me, she just doesn't know what to do, and like, I don't know, when it comes to bad situations, I'm such a happy person. You guys don't understand how happy I am, right? So I'm in the hospital, chilling on my bed, jar next to me and shit, sitting on the couch or whatever, right? And she comes with her cousin. I hope I'm saying it right. Cousin, right? And then like she just doesn't. I can tell on her face that she doesn't know what to do because she sees me in a hospital with a nightgown on, with my crack showing. My crack wasn't showing, but I'm in a nightgown and I got this shit attached to my shit and everything, and I'm like, oh, Arizona, you feel me? So I'm getting ready to give her a hug. She's like, yo, sit down, what you doing? Alright, I'm adding too many details, but and like basically I had my surgery on Valentine's Day, and that same day, and listen, honestly, if Ginger Ale hears about this, like, I really don't care because I never told Ginger Ale this time. But that same day I got out the hospital, and I went I went and gone see in Arizona and shit, and you know, she gave me some cards and stuff. It was really nice. But I'm gonna cut the story from there. You know, I got caught again. Then, but if you guys want to hear the next story, then comment down below. Arizona, if you watching this, it's all good. It's all good. All right, I'm not even upset about it because after that day, whenever like she see me, not all the time, but whenever she does see me and then look at my scars, she always says I'm sorry and stuff. And like most niggas, well, I was gonna say earlier, most niggas get me tight because when I tell this to guys, maybe some girls really don't say anything. They just see how, I don't know the word for it. But when I tell guys, it was like, I don't know, but I ain't hurting myself for no bitch. And like honestly, it wasn't even hurting myself. When I was 13, I just wanted to let out the anger. On top of that, honestly, my nigga, let's say if you fucked the girl, you hit it and quit it, right? And she was so fucking depressed in her mind that she killed herself. How would you really feel? Huh? Because I know it's not just guys, but it's some girls out there that do the same shit and be breaking niggas' hearts too. Like how? Well, if y'all niggas really don't give a fuck about a person like that, then I'm sorry, then y'all fucking sick. I don't give a fuck. Like honestly, I'm not saying hurting myself was the right thing to do. I'm just saying how much I cared. You understand? Because most niggas nowadays really don't give a fuck. And I'm sorry if I'm out of all them niggas that don't give a fuck and then get misplaced because y'all bummy ass niggas want to just hit it and quit it and just, you know? Honestly, if you young and you doing it, all means, I'm not gonna even get mad at you because you young. You feel me? Like, I believe in fucking around when you're young. But listen. You understand? I couldn't be a fuckboy. Like, honestly, I wanted to be a fuckboy. I really did, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. No matter how I got hurt by several girls, it was not me. You understand? And, like, honestly, most girls that, like, are attracted to me, they always see me as, wow, how come this nigga don't get bitches or anything like that. Because I'm not one of the niggas that get bitches. I get queen. Alright? That's all I'm saying. Because fuck bitches. Like I don't even like, honestly, I don't even like saying the word bitches all that much. I feel like I'm eventually like start saying it frequently because niggas out here, like people out here, they like using that word bitch a lot. And like honestly, yo, all I'm saying is this Valentine's Day, make sure you wait, hold up before I get into anything. I'm just saying, make sure this Valentine's Day, if you are in a relationship, make sure that person is, loves you. You understand? And I feel like Valentine's Day should only just be one day where you give them fucking presents and chocolate and all this big ass bears and shit. Honestly, Valentine's Day should be every day. Not necessarily in a relationship, but towards your family and others that you love, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my story. It was like fucking 30 minutes long. I love you guys. I'm going to be posting right after this one. It's your boy, the Chosen Pharaoh. We're out here.